Okay, we are back on centre court. A very special men's open quarterfinals. My first time getting to see the world number one at the moment, the current world champion Martin Mulkerrins. So that's exciting, and he's playing Peter Function from Kells and Kilkenny, and also on why this is a very special broadcast. We have all the way from America, living out in Tucson at the moment. We've got Max Langmack, men's open player. Max, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you on, and look, it's great to see you in Ireland play. How do you feel your championship went so far this week?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of tough battles, and obviously would have liked the results to be different, but I thought the focus, the intensity, I was happy with the effort I put in, and at the end of the day, I think David was the better man, and the opponents we matched up with were the difference. So now looking forward to watching some handball and a good slate of games today.
Yeah, this is really getting into the business end of the competition. As I said, we have Martin Mulkerrins, the world number one. He starts with flat run in front of you. What can you do with that? He's playing Peter Function. Peter Function came through a tie-break win over Daniel Cordova yesterday. He also won his doubles match. Peter plays doubles with his brother Patrick. They had a good win over the current intermediate All-Ireland champions, Mark Rainey and Jordan O'Neill. So lots of handball played by Peter this week. Looked really good against Daniel yesterday, has to be said. But this is a tough ask.
Point.
Martin looking very relaxed
1-0.
straight from the off. Got a chance to talk to him a few times this week, Max, and he's really enjoying the occasion, enjoying being the front runner, the current world champion.
Short, side out.
That's two shorts. Yeah, what do you think of Martin's where Martin's game is at the moment?
I mean, I think there's been how would I put it? He's always had the gifts, he's always had the skills, and it seems like this year in particular with the Pro Tour, he's just put it all together. Every stop, he's focused, he's locked in. He's also starting to get more of that, like, calm demeanor, in the big moments, and I think that's helped him a bunch. I think that'll help him here. So I think he's one of the favorites to bring the title home this weekend, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So the winner of this match will play the winner, Paul Brady and Daniel Rellan. Definitely Martin is one of the favorites here, but it's quite an open draw. It was a stacked draw every round from the round of 64. Those early matches, they were really hotly contested, but as we go back to the action here, Martin digs out of the back court. Peter goes back to the ceiling. You'll see Peter do that a lot. Peter trying to force Martin into some sort of mistake. Very patient player. As we were saying, almost goes with that David Chapman strategy of trying to play percentage handball, force the mistake, and then try to capitalize on it.
And I think his touch with this ball was really on display against Daniel yesterday. I mean, Daniel was looking, trying to move him, trying to get any sort of setup, and Peter would just be able to keep that ball out of his reach, out of his wheelhouse, and he just, I think, forced the air because Daniel was going for shots at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, as Peter has just said, they skipped that one in, but giving Martin the serve back. But this is a big opportunity for Martin. Martin doesn't miss those.
Point. Together at 2.
I'll say that Martin's come over in supreme condition. He's won the last 5 pro stops in America since the start of the year, which is hugely impressive on his own. And although he lost the US Nationals final to Killian Carroll, that hasn't dented his confidence one bit, Max.
No, not at all. I mean, he's shown, incredible consistency and high performance here, and he seems to just keep getting stronger and stronger with every stop he's getting into. So, he's also done a lot off the court, working at Texas A&M to build that program up, and been really working and helping U.S. handball grow and expand. So he's a great ambassador for both sides of the game here in Ireland and America as well.
as an American that's come over and someone that plays regular on the Pro Tour, how do you feel the Americans have done in the championship, and the Mexicans as well, some of the Canadian guys? How do you think they've equipped themselves this week?
I think everybody's played hard and played well.
2-2.
I think at the end of the day, the ball has not made that big a difference. It's just been some really close matches that could have gone either way. So I think everybody will be pleased. I know we were kind of hoping to maybe break into the round of 8 today, but
2-2.
I don't think that's for lack of trying and lack of focus.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, as I said on Court 2 yesterday, that might be a bit of a new appreciation of making what a difficult job it is to make the trip over to these tournaments across the Atlantic. But I'd say Peter's sticking with Martin at the moment. Martin still very early on in this first game of the men's quarterfinals. In the semi-finals of the women's, they're already decided Fiona Tully is going to be playing Martina McMahon, and Niamh Heffernan is going to be playing the #1 seed in the championship, Sienna Mulkerrins. So 2 exciting, great day for Galway handball, having 2 ladies contesting the semi-finals of the World Championships. They also have, from Galway, we have Martin Mulkerrins here on centre court at the moment. That's a good pick-up from Peter Function. But Martin's on it quick, puts it away.
4-2.
That's moving the scoreboard to 4-2. And see Paul Brady, 5-time world champion, is waiting in the wings. He'll be on court next. Good power and a good hop from Peter Function. Just hit Martin's feet. Took a good dive to the left as well. Good natural hop. Yeah, it's been great to see, some of the players from the Pro Tour come over to Ireland and try and test themselves. As I said, we've quite a deep championship here in Ireland, in the senior championship, and obviously, while Martin is very used to a former senior champion himself here in Ireland, it's great to see yourself, the Cordovas, come here and test themselves in this new national arena that we have in Croke Park.
Oh yeah, I think it's been an incredible journey to come over here, and return the favor. We see some of these guys once in a while at a pro stop, but to see the whole field and play through it is really incredible. And yeah, the Croke Park venue is amazing. Beautiful courts, everything in top condition, and a stadium like this for the marquee matchups is really.
It's a good shot from Peter. Yeah, it's a good shot from Peter. Left up in front of him, he put it away with the left hand.
5-4.
You played doubles with Lauren Collado, definitely the tallest doubles team that we had at the championship here.
Short ball on the line.
The doubles is a different animal altogether, especially with 2 men the size of you.
It is. We were doing our best to fly every ball we could. Not too many to the back wall, but Niall and Jer were too much for us. Yeah.
And Niall played particularly well in that game.
Phenomenal. Yeah. I felt like we could not get a ball by him to save our life.
Okay, that's a good touch by Peter Function. Peter's playing very well here.
6-4.
Doing a great job of holding kind of the middle center court here, and
good powered and as well down the line.
I'm out 7-4.
So Martin takes a quick timeout, trying to break the rhythm. Peter Function with a 7-4 lead here. Started fast. I was talking to him before the game, Max, and I was asking him how the body felt because he had 2 big matches yesterday. The second game in the doubles, he did a lot of work. I think the second game went on for about an hour. So, and that's just one game. So, yeah, he had a busy day. A lot of handball played yesterday. And he's come in here. He seems quite loose.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, seems relaxed, seems composed, and so far not showing any soreness or anything like that. So I think it'll be interesting to see to what extent Martin's power here
Yeah.
10
how
seconds.
taxing that's going to be on Peter as we get going deeper and deeper, because that's usually late in those games. His power can kind of force some errors.
Yeah, I think that generally is, like, again, Peter's very athletic, very well balanced, left and right. He's kind of very
7-4.
steady left and right, you know. So as he goes back to that left-hand power serve, dug out of the back court by Martin, and goes down the line. And as you said, good power from Martin. That power created that power from the backcourt, just created the opportunity to get in more than anything. So I still think Martin's still searching for that first serve a little bit.
Point.
I'd agree.
So as Martin picks up a point, where you go to 5-7. On Friday, I'm not sure if you heard, Max, but there's going to be an exhibition of 60x30 play. Still waiting for the complete final details on who's going to be playing, but one thing I do know is 10-time senior All-Ireland champion Owen Kennedy is going to be playing the current senior doubles champion Brian Carroll, a man that has won, I think, 10 or 11 senior doubles titles.
Okay.
So that's confirmed for 7 o'clock on Friday in the 60x30 court.
I will be sure to be there. I'm looking forward to it. I don't catch any 60x30 other than when it's on the broadcast. I've always wanted to see one, so it's a great opportunity for me.
We'll have to see if we can get a softball, get you in there. Okay, as we go back to the action here, the two players feeling each other out. This is the type of play that Peter Function feels very comfortable in. That's an opportunity and put into the ground. Start.
Point. 6-7.
They're the types of rallies that Peter wants.
Yeah.
If he's going to cause an upset here, the more of that, the better for him.
Peter's so smooth in those corners too. I think it's almost a massive strength. He just does a great job of turning the feet, moving, and he's always set,
Together at 7.
Okay, scores come together. Our referee for this match, Michael Finnegan.
Short.
No stranger to the big day himself.
Second serve.
Winner of 2 open world titles. One with Paul Brady in 2003. And he also won the open world title with Owen Kennedy in 2009. Paul was actually on the team to play with Michael, but his injury kept him to the singles that year when Paul beat Alan Garner in the World Championship Finals. That was in Portland, Oregon.
Great match, yeah.
Yeah, so that was it was a good time.
8-7.
We had a good time in Portland. So shout out to everyone watching here. Again, messages from all over the world. I was talking to Chris Doolan there in between games after his former clubmate Fiona Tully had played. He's out in Australia watching at the moment, so a shout out to himself and Sarah. We keep the scoreboard taken over. Also, big shout out to Peter Flanagan. He said that he'd actually turn up later on. He isn't living in Australia. He's only out the road, so no excuse. No excuse for him.
Time out.
Quite the trip in.
10-7.
Yeah, that's a great serve though. Martin comes over that ball, keeps it flat, and he's really up the ante here, Max.
Yeah, the intensity is definitely built in the last 4 or 5 points, and he kind of seems to have found that first serve. It's given him a real big advantage to go forward.
Yeah, like I said, Peter's had some opportunities and he's playing pretty solid handball, but when Martin starts hitting that stuff, it's pretty devastating. You see some of the highlights here from the two men. Like Peter almost has to play flawless.
Yeah, and Martin's power is making it so that when he's making these reaction moves based on the power, it's clipping sidewalls, it's going back into the middle of the court, and then he's just blasting it down the walls here, going for a kill because he's in a good position.
So if you were in Peter, so Peter's still in striking range of doing something here. I just have that feeling that he has to kind of pepper the ceiling, get back up into that ceiling game as often as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Short.
Yeah, it's easier said than done to go up there when, when the serve is that low. But
yeah, when the ball's like the way Martin strikes that ball, and he's been doing that since he's been a heavy hitter since he was a very young lad.
Yeah,
his technique, he's always had exceptional power, and you can see in that shot there, drops out the back corner, and he drives it down the wall, and like Peter's only reaction when the ball's almost gone past him, he's hit it that hard.
Yeah.
Short. Second serve.
I'll be interested to see it because on that shot that led up to that pass, Peter tried to go ceiling and missed it just by a little bit, and that's the difference between getting Martin on the defensive and giving him a setup there. But a little more like this.
Yeah, gotta say big shout out to all the Mulkerrins club that are definitely going to be watching this.
Side out.
It's a hand there from Martin, but Mulkerrins
7-11.
had 25 players from a small village outside of Galway to bring 25 players to the World Championships this week has been truly exceptional, and to have one of the favourites in the court at the moment, again, just shows the work that's gone on. That's a great shot by Peter Function. Peter taking that loose shot from Martin on the ceiling. Martin talking to himself, not happy with the way he left that short. Bit of a pep in Peter's step here.
Yeah, I think that gives him a little momentum. Sometimes it's even just having a shot that and hitting a good shot like that, but and also an offensive shot just gives you a little extra confidence. Oh,
Peter, I don't know what he was thinking there. That was crazy. As he, again, a wild. I think when he was looking back, you could see Martin. He just changed his mind last second. He ends up making an absolute hash of it. As I see Daniel Relihan take to the arena. He'll be on court next in his game against Paul Brady. Doesn't get any tougher than that, Max.
Yeah.
But
12-8. That's what Daniel's here for. Daniel's here for the big day. It's quite a crowd turning up already. I suppose the anticipation of a 5-time world champion and current top player on the Race for 8 tour and current US national champion, and at the last game on here, the current senior All-Ireland champion, Robbie McCarthy. What else could you want? It's just a brilliant day's handball.
Accolades and resumes are incredible.
And every opponent that they have today has really earned their way in here. Like, I know, but Daniel was going skin and bone to get through to this place, taking out Luis Cordova yesterday.
Oh, great match, yeah.
It was an outrageous game.
And a couple 10-10 stands for both players, it seemed like. Back and forth.
As Peter goes to the ceiling. That's a loose shot from Martin, but not. Now that's going to be a kill setup. Martin goes and drives it at Peter. He doesn't go low on that. He tries to pass. As you see our line judge, Paul Hederman,
12-8.
Of the hospital club, now living out Ballymote and Sligo, looking on. On the other side, we have Alicia McCrory, who I think is spending more time on her phone, to be honest, but she won't be watching this back, so she won't know I said that. Max Martin's looking very strong here.
Absolutely, yeah, really dialed it in. And I think Peter's having a hard time kind of changing the level there, going from so low with as hard as Martin's hitting it.
Yeah.
To getting it back up to the roof where he wants to be.
14 game ball serves it.
So we're at game point here, the first game. Imperious display from Martin Mulkerrins at the moment. He's absolutely beasting that ball. Hitting it with a lot of power.
Yep. Would you think if you're Peter, you're maybe down, and I don't want to say you have to go offensive, but do you maybe have to start the rally a little lower here and then work it up with a little more patience?
Possibly. But trying to find a way, like, is Peter going to outblast Martin?
No, I mean, I would not say.
I don't think that's what's going to happen. So Peter has to find a way of drawing Martin into a game plan that he doesn't want to play, and try and cause a little bit of frustration. Maybe you get a little bit physical and kind of move things around. You know, it's look, it's a tough ask.
It is.
And Peter and Martin know each other a long time. They've played each other a lot. Peter knows that he's up against an absolute animal in there. You know, someone that's he's a kill or be killed type player. So that's the first game anyway. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back with the action in a few minutes. Okay, guys?
Okay, second game.
Okay, we're back. As our
0-0.
referee, Michael Finnegan, tries to calm the crowd a little bit. And as we get into game 2, Martin well settled in. In the second half of that game, he just blew Peter out of it. Which, again, like,
1-0.
that was expected.
Right,
know?
It's going to happen. And with as well as he is striking the ball, as well as he's hitting the serve, it makes it very difficult, I mean, for any player to match up with him.
As Peter goes to dig that out, that's a really good shot from Martin, showing the full range of skills here.
3-0.
Wrapped around. Martin goes to the ceiling again. That's a good pass, yeah. It's like, again, it looks really in control now. Peter just
4-0.
struggling to kind of stay in the rally, if perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's tough to, lose the first, and then come back in, and your opponent hits an ace serve, a corner kill.
Yeah,
it's like, how are you supposed to get any momentum in a game to 15 when he's doing that?
Yeah, and like, one thing's for sure, Martin Mulkerrins knows all about 15-point games.
Yes.
Like, he's been playing them for the last couple of years on the Pro Tour. He's working. Like, to be honest, my personal opinion, I think the 15-point games really works. I think that
0-4.
gives a little bit of an edge, kind of keeps things tight sometimes if someone's having a particularly excellent game, and more likely to see an upset maybe to a 15-point game,
Yeah, I think definitely some trade-offs.
4-0.
Definitely a lot more high intensity, high octane offensive matches when you have 15s, just because you can't play that battle of attrition that you can with a 21.
Yeah, there's definitely pluses and minuses, but I think for the game,
5-0.
I think it's been a positive.
I agree. Yeah.
Short ball
that
on the
looks
line.
short to me. So definitely, definitely a bit more action around here. More people kind of filing in, trying to get a seat before Paul Brady takes the. He's a real draw, isn't he, Max?
He is, absolutely. And
I know Martin's on at the moment, and I know everyone wants to see Martin as well. But Like, it's definitely something about Paul that draws the crowd.
For sure, yeah.
Getting such a dominant champion for so long will help.
I mean, up there, probably for greatest of all time in many people's
Well,
books.
that would be my opinion.
Yeah, and mine
6-0.
too.
But again, it's hard. Look, so hard to compare ears, you know, and then you're also not just comparing ears, but you're also comparing different codes.
Yeah.
So,
Very true.
oh, it's an outrageous shot. Martin Mulkerrins hits a laser.
7-0.
Whoa, what a finish. It's a thing of beauty. Yeah, like you're saying in Ireland, you know, how do you compare Duxie Walsh's reign of 16, 65, 30 titles in 17 years to Paul Brady's 10 senior titles and 5 world championships? Very difficult. You know, say one is better than the others. I'm not sure if that's particularly fair to either one of them. Then you look at like Vic Herschelwitz or Jimmy Jacobs. It's a different era. Natty Alvarado Senior. Saying one is better than the other is very difficult.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure is like Paul's dominance in America is something that was never seen from an Irish player. So for years, Irish players would go to America and they would barely win. You know, it's a good shot.
Point.
Martin's flying here, but like Martin,
8-0.
Paul Brady broke the mold,
Right.
and set the tempo for Irish players to go over and basically be dominant in America the last 20 years. But before that, that was just not a thing. Duxie Walsh had gone over there. He gone stuck against the likes of Dave Chapman or John Bike or whoever was the champion at the time. I know Peter McCauley, Martin Hennigan. These were great players that Ireland had produced.
8-0.
Just over there, they were better pro players. Things shifted with Paul Brady, and that is probably for me why he would get the greatest of all time. You know, going over to America, and he's tied Natty Alvarado's record for singles titles. So, but again, this is a game of opinions.
For sure, yeah, a lot of.
And mine definitely don't carry any weight. Max, you'd know more than me, that's for sure.
I don't know about that.
That's a great shot by Martin. Puts Peter under pressure. Peter goes back to the ceiling. And as they battle through, waiting for a mistake to be made. Good shot by Peter there. Dug out of the left-hand corner.
Very nice to switch that to his right hand there.
Yeah.
After taking a couple with the left.
This is a big setup. Martin put away. He hits it with power. Puts it past Peter Function. Peter struggling to make a point at the moment.
Side out. 8-0.
So that's 8-7-0 now. As the serve switches, as said, Peter's struggling to make a point at the moment, but Martin just calmly going through the gears.
It seems he's settled into another level of precision, you know. He's
Yeah,
hitting targets that are really fine.
Yeah, and Joe, he looks like he's actually enjoying himself in there, which is, if you're his opponent, that's not what
scary,
you want.
yeah.
It's not. That's a big worry. And that's a mistake by Peter.
Point.
Good rally, good patient play by Martin. And said, as I said earlier, these are the
9-0.
rallies that Peter wants. But when Martin's playing this well, there's not much you can do. Maybe Peter has to fight fire with fire at this stage. He really has nothing to lose. At 9-0 down, Martin 6 points away from a win here,
And I think, you know,
it's just an ominous feeling about it.
yeah.
You know, that Martin looks like he's just playing so well and so steady.
And he's in that mode too where he's not making any errors. You know, the focus is total and complete, and when that happens, like whatever slim possibility you have, I think you gotta take it.
Yeah.
See, the adjustment there is
Yeah, like you just when you think Peter Function might have a
10-0.
break, only a half chance and of making a mistake, and Mulkerrins absolutely punishes him, showing why he's the current #1 seed in the men's championship here. That's a good finish as well.
Point.
Peter just left that up.
11-0.
Martin absolutely punishes him. Oh, that's a great shot.
Point. Timeout.
Yeah, just Martin controlling the middle there, and
Yeah.
Peter having trouble getting it down the walls to.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you got to say this is incredible stuff from Martin Mulkerrins. He looks so in control. He's Peter very disappointed, but like he hasn't really been given a chance.
No, I mean Martin's played hot is
I can't
dominant.
like
yeah.
I'm trying to think in the last 12 points. Can't really think of any major mistakes that Peter made.
No.
So now it's just like it must be so frustrating when you're actually the game's being taken away from you from something that you haven't really done anything about. Like what can Peter do here?
Yeah, take a deep breath and maybe trust that there might be an opportunity here in the next point or two. But I mean the odds are slim.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna need to be nearly flawless handball if there's any chance.
That's a shot into the ceiling. He snatched at that.
13-0.
Peter just wants to get off that donut at the moment. That's what he'll be looking for, and that's a good shot.
Side out.
Floated into the front wall. When I did the commentary on
0-13.
Peter and Daniel's game yesterday, and I had Martin on co-coms with me, and he had
Side out.
obviously he was very complimentary about Peter and the way he was playing and how he
13-0.
had approached the game, and in the tight moments he really took control, so he was very wary that
Play it again.
one of those players was going to be through to him, and he understood that both of them could be a banana skin if he wasn't going to be
13-0.
totally focused.
Yep.
And he, like, I could just, even from chatting to him, I could tell that he wasn't going to leave it to chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Point.
So we're at
14 game ball.
14 game ball, 7-0, and that's
Beautiful.
it. That's the match. Like, what can you do with that?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
that's
incredible.
a complete performance right there.
Complete performance. Peter played well in the first game.
Yeah.
Tried to draw Martin into a battle, but gotta say, Martin absolutely smashed it in that second game, and we're going to take a quick break. Up next, we're going to see the gunner, Paul Brady. He's going to be playing the World Open quarterfinals against Daniel Relhan from Liscaro Club, the current senior doubles champion. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.